evening, basketball fans, and welcome to Illini Central. You are looking, well, sort of looking through the graphic anyway, at what we like to call the Cougar Den here, affectionately named by the late, great Hall of Fame coach John Giesler, my dear friend. I'm Tony Worley, broadcasting with Morgan Peterson,
Hello.
a sophomore here at Illini Central. We're broadcasting from the Alan Stouts broadcast booth. Alan passed away of brain cancer a couple years ago, one of my favorite people ever. Nobody loved Illini Central more than Alan Stout. So we honor him by sitting here and broadcasting Illini Central basketball in his booth. So, Morgan, tonight we welcome the Midwest Central Raiders in for this IHSA regional semifinal matchup. The Raiders were here right before Santa Claus came, actually 1 week before Santa Claus came. And so it's been a while. So we've already played one another long time ago. That has nothing to do with this evening's game. They came off of a win over Havana on Monday night. We picked up a win over South Fulton on Monday night. So both teams coming into this game, obviously having won to get here. So
I thought they played Hardham.
did they play Hardham? Yeah, Lewiston played. Lewiston played Havana. Yes, thank you for correcting me. Lewistown just played Menden Unity. That's what I was thinking. Lewiston beat Havana. You're right. Hartsburg was beaten by Midwest Central. I'm already off to a bad start.
No, you were off to a good start.
I forgot. Didn't not get that right. So as we're about 3 and a half minutes away from tip, Midwest comes into this game on a 3-game winning streak. They beat Hartsburg twice, Lewistown once. Looking back at their schedule, guys, since the first of the year, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wins, 1, 2, 3 losses. So they're since the end of January, that is. They're, got some wins. We, on the other hand, been playing some of the tougher part of our schedule, and our record, gosh, if I can't find it fast enough, I got to be quick about it. In the last handful of games, here we go. We're coming off the end of that Sangamo season, and since the end of January, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're 2-8 since the end of January. So again, like what I was saying, doesn't matter what happened before Christmas. It doesn't honestly what happened in the month of February. What matters is what happens right now. Both teams know that. As you can see on the screen, we're at 14-14, which I think is that what it said in Max Preps? Actually, I got that. I need to. My editing was off. I know they're 9-20 because I checked that today. We are 15-16, so I'm not even going to try to mess with changing that on the screen. We will just cut to the keys to the game as I'm waiting for a text from you-know-who giving me a hard time. Here are my keys to the game with 2 minutes to go before the tip-off. We have to handle their full court pressure. When we played Midwest the first game, they started out in full court press, and I personally thought it gave us some trouble at the beginning of the game. Not a ton of trouble, but it definitely did. I thought the first half of the first quarter, we did not play very well. Number two, what I was just talking about, focus on the now part two. I said that on Monday night. I'm going to say that again tonight. We had beaten South Fulton earlier in the year. We had beaten Midwest earlier in the year. It has nothing to do with now. Now they know if they don't win, the season's over. We got to know the same thing for us. And then number three, it all comes down to this. You got to get to Friday night. What does it take to get to Friday night? It means playing better defense, taking better care of the basketball, handling, like I just said, their pressure. For Illini Central to advance, we've got to get to Friday, we've got to take care of the things that we can take care of. So, again, hopefully after my 2 mistakes, maybe those are the only 2 for the evening.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Get them out of the way early.
Get them out of the very good. Get them out of the way early. So we are getting ready for the national anthem. We're going to cut away, and then we will be right back. All right, never mind.
Just kidding.
I was told we had to do the national anthem before both games. I was told that. So I'm not. That's not my third mistake of the night, Morgan.
Darn
I was
it.
told that. Midwest is going to start Zane Artheloni, number 10, number 24, Owen Schmidt, number 30, John Schnorr, 31, Josh Daw, number 33, Malachi Carroll. That's the starting lineup. If that was the starting lineup 7 days or 8 days before 8 days before Christmas, I don't remember. I don't remember 8 days before Christmas. So if that's who they started, I don't know if they changed. We, on the other hand, are running out maybe one change from that night. So we've got David Bard, senior David Bard, and senior Drew and Evans, with juniors Brody Folks and junior Ryder Claypool, and the fifth starter is a freshman, number 11, Dom Blair. So that is a lineup we've seen multiple times this year. Looks like a nice crowd in here this evening. We're taking care of stuff. If you've not watched one of our broadcasts, hope you enjoy it. Like, there's a pretty good crowd across the way. To my right,
yeah.
Midwest has a good set of fans here. Coach Burks and I were talking. If you don't know, and you obviously do because anyone watching this is from Illini Central or Midwest Central, Coach Burks graduated from Midwest Central. We were talking about back in the day, those rivalries when I got here 22 years ago. If you're listening to this and you know what I'm talking about, holy smokes. Those games were something else. So, well, hopefully we'll have one of those here tonight. So, here we go, Morgan.
Here we go. So Brody has the ball. Now it's out to Dom. Back out to Brody. Back to Dom. He drives in, then passes it to Druin, who shoots for 2, but it's no good. And number 10, Artheloni, gets the rebound.
So Midwest started in man-to-man, I think, is what I was trying to figure out kind of basically what we were doing on offense. Didn't give it away easily. They played some 1-3-1 against us the first time we played. Illini Central starts man. We'll switch everything.
Well, and on the offensive side for us, there's a rebound for Ryder. We shot really well.
Yeah, it was amazing on Monday. We were okay. So it is a 1-2-2 is what they're in now with number 33. That's Malachi Carroll on the point of it. You put a tall guy on the point, makes it harder to pass. David Barr with his first shot of the game, and it's good. And Illini Central takes the first, or puts the first points on the board. We're up 2-0. That's
Artheloni. Now, well, back to Artheloni.
That's going to get called every time. Although in the first game between Minden Unity and Lewistown, it was a very physical game, and I don't mean like dirty, bad physical. It was just there was definitely a lot of hand checking. If you were going to go to the basket, you really had to prepare yourself for contact.
Number 33, Carroll, he's got the ball. He's going to drive in, then kick it back out to the corner for number 24.
That three rolls around and falls in, and here's that full court press I mentioned in my keys to the game.
That's right. So do you want to run this kind of faster to get out of it quick? Is that how that works?
No, actually you need to break it, you need to be more patient. You don't want to get in a hurry. Lots of times you'll hear the crowd, mom and dad will yell at you to hurry up and dribble through it.
Yeah.
That's not what you want to do. You don't want to dribble through it. This is high school. They want you to try to dribble, because if you try to dribble, eventually you might break it that way sometimes. But the majority of the time you are not going to break it.
Gotcha.
So you want to be patient. The ball needs to swing from side to side. And you'll see here, in a minute, when we see it again, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Have you seen our team run like
full
we
don't.
Court
Yeah, Coach Burks really isn't a big full court press person. And that's just personal preference based on who you have, your personnel, and kind of what your style is. I know other really good coaches who don't ever like to do that either.
Gotcha.
Nice move by Artheloni.
Yeah.
That was a fantastic move. We've got to get that rebound.
Oh.
Nice, strong move by number 30.
Snore.
That was a nice, strong move.
Yeah.
So here, that's what I'm talking about right there. Dom and David want to make number 33 go back and forth, and then you look in the middle. Broke it easily that time, but now you got to stay out of the corners too. Dom with a nice drive, kick out. David for a 3. That's short. Nice hustle rebound by Dom. Hands it to Druin. David on the drive. No, kicks back out. Here's Dom. He can
Open.
shoot that. Wide open, and
Oh.
it rattles out. Ryder with it. Nice. Tried to make a move. Brody Folks.
Drives in. Floater. Nope. And number 24, Schmidt, got the rebound now. Artheloni passes it to Daw. Now to Schmidt. He's going to hand it off. Number 33 kicks it out. And there's a three, but it's rebounded by the
Oh,
Raiders.
nice play by Dom, because we were in position, but we did not get the rebound. I thought they were going to get it. Ryder got away with a double dribble right there. That was absolutely, the ref didn't think it was, but he pinned it against his body. I can't believe it didn't get called. Nice kick out by Druin. David for three, it looked like. Did they call that a three? Yep, they did.
So, hey, Druin was kind of in the middle. There's kind of a box going on with their defense.
Yeah.
Do we normally do that, run our offense from there?
Yep, that's a good question. You want to try to, against that 1-2-2, you want to try to get that ball in the middle, and then he can kick it out like what he just did there, or he wants to look opposite. So, like, normally when you coach against the zone or you teach against the zone, you want that ball to get in the middle and then look to the opposite side because they're collapsing on you. Nice shot by number 31. He's happy about that. And it's 8-8, just like that.
That's Josh Daw. That's his first three of the evening. Dom dribbles around. He's going to pass it into Ryder from the
elbow, right about the free throw line. Druin almost had it. Comes down to number 24. That is Schmidt. Yeah, we usually print out the roster. I'm going off of this program we have that has every one of the teams. That's another three from rebound down to Druin. There we go. Over to Ryder.
Keeping it slow, like you said, to break that press. Well, I don't know.
Nice,
it wasn't full.
Nice move by Dom. That's just a really nice move from a freshman. Shot, fake, and drive.
Timeout.
Coach Nick Gurnt, Midwest Central's coach, he decides to call timeout here. 30-second variety as we've got a 10-8 game between these two Tomahawk Conference rivals who, like I said, have already played each other once this year.
Well, I'm thinking that it's time.
It's joke time.
It's joke time.
We're going to do an early joke during a 30-second timeout.
Yeah.
So Morgan, let us have it.
Okay. Did you hear about the waffle iron with anger issues?
No, I didn't hear about the waffle iron with anger issues.
Yeah, I don't know, man. He just flipped.
That happens. It happens. That definitely happens.
There was not even a giggle or anything out of that.
No, I'm just trying not to ruin the jokes when I ruined the joke 2 weeks ago. I'm not wanting to ruin it, or a week ago.
Right,
Gosh,
was it just that long ago?
I think so. Number 50's checked in. Who's number 50? Number 50 is there a 50 on there?
No.
Is that like my eye? It is 50. Maybe different number than in the program. So if you're listening at home, and you know, and number 50 is your kid or grandkid or nephew or whatever, I'm sorry. His name, he's not in the book. So, or in our book. In our book, the last. It's 55. Can we see? Do we have warm-up shirts down there?
Well, they're all wearing their jerseys.
Yeah. So is there a 50? Is there a 55 down there?
I don't. No.
Nice shot there, but rebound by number 50. There's another three. That one's off. Rebound down to Dom Blair. He throws it up the sideline to David. David fall away. When David gets going, he's hit a couple of shots that are not very good for them because he gets to rolling when he's hitting some shots like that. The night that he had 41, that's what he was doing. He was hitting those off of one leg. Got to stay in front, Dom.
Schmidt drove in, but took a fall.
Yeah, looks like Artheloni, maybe
sorry.
a Charlie. Hopefully it's not. Doesn't seem like an ankle, but he's in pain. He's going to sit down on the court. I'm not sure why they didn't stop it. It's their ball. I mean, I don't know if it's, can't tell. Yeah, now he's grabbing at his ankle. So we will take a quick break. We'll be right back. Trying not to just leave the camera on a kid down who's hurt. Thankfully, he's kind of walking off on his own power. Hopefully, it's it's just a turned ankle and he can come back. So it's our basketball. It was our ball. It was a change of possession kind of. A lot of times when someone gets injured in a game, people don't understand why they don't stop it. Well, it was their ball. That's kind of why I didn't. You can't, you're not supposed to stop it when it's the other team has the ball, even though as mean as it seems.
Yeah.
But it was their ball. I'm just surprised they didn't. Druin does a good job of catching there and looking opposite, like I mentioned.
That's a foul on the Raiders. 15 is in the game. That's Hummel.
35, he didn't start, did he?
No.
Yeah.
That's 35 is Brendan Carton.
Nice fake by Ryder, but he can't make it. Darn it, that stinks. That was a nice play. So 12-8 as we're under a minute to go here in the first quarter.
Daw has the ball.
They're going to hold it for the last shot. So they usually start to go around 10. That way you have time, depending on what's all involved in the play.
Gotcha. Daw takes it.
Misses. Rebound down to Brody Folks. Brody's going to have an opportunity to heave it. See if the camera gets to the other end, and it doesn't, and it comes up short anyway. But as we go to the end of come to the end of the first quarter, Illini Central leads 12-8. We'll cut away for a minute. We'll be right back. And we are back as we get ready to start the second quarter. It looks like it's going to be Midwest Central's basketball. So far, only I guess they're resetting. We got 34 on the floor. 34 is Ryan Terrell. We got 35, who is Brendan Carton.
Yep.
Number 15, that is Jacob Hummel. 31 is Josh Daw. And number 50, who unfortunately we can't. Number 31, that's his second. Daw, he's got 2 threes now.
Yep. Also into the game for the Cougars, Caleb.
Caleb Stender's in the game. David Short on that 3. Rebound down to Druin. Kicks out Brody. Brody for 3. Long. Rebound. Druin had position, but gets knocked out. I think they wanted it to be out on us, but I'm surprised that didn't get called a foul, to be honest.
Dom Blair back in for the Cougars. And also some subs for the Raiders. Didn't catch who it was. Druin passes to Brody, back to David. Kicks it into Ryder.
No, that's not open, Ryder. Too close. Look all the way opposite. Look all the way opposite.
Josh Daw passes to Carroll. Oh. Back to Daw in the corner.
It's too much help off of him after hitting 2 threes. going to call a foul. I thought maybe he stepped out of bounds. Couldn't tell. Yeah, I don't think we want to help off a Daw. I mean, I know he's only hit 2, but
Wait, what do you mean? Get 2 guys on him?
Well, like what happened was someone else drove, and David was guarding Daw, and David dropped off of him a little bit to help.
Oh,
when I don't really know if that he needed that help. Rebound by number 50, and another foul on I Central, and that's second team foul. Foul on Ryder Claypool, I'm pretty sure. Yep.
That's his first.
So David's got 10. Daw leads the Raiders with 6 off of a couple threes. He's probably going to flare back out. Nope. Number 33 tries to drop it in. David guards him fairly well. He goes up and finishes. Number 30 is
John Schnorr.
John
under the basket.
Schnorr. And just like that, Midwest has the lead. Can't believe the crowd wasn't yelling over him back on that. It wasn't, but nice little runner in the lane by Dom Blair.
Yeah, that's a.
I can't tell by Coach Gern's body language if he whether he's thinking he'll live with that because it's not David or Brody, or he's upset because they didn't necessarily hustle quite to that. So just like that, we take the lead back, 14-13. Kind of in a little bit of a feel each other out even after we've played. I'm going to call a carry on that. Not quite sure the last time I saw a carry called.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm a pretty amateur basketball watcher.
Well, usually they don't call it very often. It's when you get your hand underneath the basketball. You can't carry it, basically. So, like, put it in your hand, turn your hand upside down like that.
Gotcha.
So David gets it across easily. Druin gets it to Ryder.
Back out to Druin.
Out to Druin for 3. It's long. Rebound down to number 35. Carton with it. He gives it off to Daw. I'm kind of surprised they're not looking more to try to get him open.
Yeah.
I really honestly don't remember the first game of the year when we played them.
I don't either.
Other than I knew we won by a lot of contact there.
Yeah.
Hit that, Brody. Long. Rebound down to, is that Carton again? Number 35?
That was 30.
30.
Schnorr.
So Caleb Stender comes in. That's going to be a foul on
Brody.
Brody. Ryder comes out.
Seems to be a pretty physical game so far.
You should have been here for that first one. I'm not kidding. It was full contact basketball. Number 15 for 3. And that's good. Number 15 is Jacob Hummel. If we've got names wrong, folks at home, we're sorry. We're just reading it off the program we were given. So.
Yep. David passes it to Brody in the corner. He rotates back out. Then drives in, passes it to Caleb, back out to Brody in the corner. He shoots it, but it just goes off the rim.
Druin goes for it. It's off of Midwest Central. Preston Clark comes in. He's going to get Druin. So that's going to make us kind of small here. We've got 2 freshmen and David, Brody, and Caleb. Dom comes for it. We've got to know where Preston. Preston's in there for one reason and one reason alone.
Yep.
Shoot the 3.
Wow.
Nice finish by Dom. Dom's playing really well right now for a freshman. But by this point in the year, it doesn't really matter whether you're a senior, junior, sophomore, freshman. If you're on the court, you're expected to play. Kick out. Ooh. Dahl wanted that one.
Thought about it.
Yeah, he did. He swings it back to the top to Hummel. Hummel, who just hit a 3. Figured he'd leak out to the corner there. Hopefully Preston was watching and noticed he hit that one. Here comes a ball screen. Yeah. The bad thing about that, like you might get away with that if David was a little closer to him, but it was just too far away. Like he had to extend his arm out too far to make that contact. Guys get away with that all the time when it's in closer. It was just too obvious and right in front of the official.
Gotcha.
Do I think it really had a huge impact on the play? Not really, but That's a bad pass by Dom. It's going to be a he does a good job of getting on the floor. Coach Burks hurries up and calls a timeout because Dom has it.
Yeah.
That was probably normally when I coach, I don't always hurry up and call those like that because you're burning a timeout, but they were going to get it, and if they got it, it was going to go the other direction. Dom would have had a really tough time hanging on to that. So
I love the effort, though.
yeah, I mean, you got to, those are the kind of plays when I said if you want to get to Friday, those are the things that you have to do. You got to get on the floor, you got the extra efforts. So
especially right now, we're tied up.
Yeah. Not shooting the ball very well, and neither team is really getting a lot of shots. We're not getting a lot of open shots that we normally got, especially the ones we got the other night. Part of that's Midwest. That's what Midwest's defense. The zone they're playing right now is doing a really good job of getting to our shooters and knowing where they're at. So a lot of it is on them right now. They're doing a good job.
Yeah.
So it'll be, go ahead.
I got it. Out of the timeout, we have 3 minutes and 41 seconds left. We're tied up at 16. What were you saying?
I was just going to say what you just said.
Oh, twinsies.
Yeah, I just don't know now. We'll see if they're going to switch defenses. I hear the coaches from Midwest yelling something different, so I wondered if they would change. Dom, that's not a good pass. And Daw goes in and hits it, and they take the lead right back. We have not made very good decisions inside against the defense. They take the full court press off, backed up there, kind of surprised by that. Right now, Brody misses that shot.
But Caleb gets the rebound.
Caleb goes up, he misses his shot. I'm not sure what they're doing defensively right now. I'm not sure they're not playing man-to-man against Brody and David, and they're playing like a zone with everybody else. So we'll have to. Couldn't get a good read on it in that last possession.
Dom got the rebound there. David throws it to Brody. He shoots it for 3.
Well, he just can't buy one right now. He's got to shake it off, though. You can tell a little bit in his face. He's a little frustrated. He's got to remember he can just catch fire like our defense is going to be the thing now. That's too easy. That's way too easy. Way too easy.
Well, it looks like they were trying to find their guy. Got a little lost.
So, yep, they are playing what you would call a triangle and 2 right now, which means the 3 guys who aren't guarding David and Brody, they're going to stay in a triangle and not go guard the other 3 people. And the 2 of the triangle and 2 are going to guard David and Brody.
Gotcha. Raider ball.
So what this means is if you're those other 3 guys, doesn't mean you just chuck up shots, but you do things. You can still screen. You can still run regular offense. It doesn't change anything in terms of what you do that way. You just can't stand around. But now the thing is, the way we're shooting, we got to pick it up on defense. We gave up a really good, easy drive last time. Now, I'm not sure Midwest isn't thinking we're just going to hold the ball. We're going to hold the ball and run clock, and we'll just try to go in at the half up. There's only 1 minute and 40 seconds to go. That's a huge shot if he makes it.
Daw.
And Daw hits it.
That's 3 for him. He has 13 on the night.
So when they yell out 2, that's triangle and 2. So
I see it.
There you go.
Dom shoots 3, but no good.
Well,
got the rebound.
like I just said, you can't just shoot the first shot that you get. If you can still run your offense. It doesn't mean you can't run your offense. Dom tries to take a charge and doesn't. And just like that, they're up 9. This is a huge possession. Under a minute. We got to get a good shot, not just a shot. We got to get a good shot. That would constitute what you would call a good shot. And if I was playing the triangle in 2 and they let David get that wide open, that you can't, I wouldn't be happy about that. That's huge for us, but we've got to get a stop. We've got to get a stop. We got to know where, got to know where Daw is. obviously. He's got 13 of their 25.
Yep. 32 is now in the game. J.J. Prail.
Student section love to pound them bleachers. And he says, never mind. Number 24 says, can't hear you. Schmidt says, I don't hear it. Got a lot of middle school kids over there. Them middle school kids, they love to stomp them feet. They love it. Schmidt says, I can't hear you. And he hits both of them.
And he'll check out.
Just like that, it's back to 9.
33 seconds
I'm sorry,
left
8.
on the clock.
Now they go back to full court press. Brody, I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it. You got to see the ball go in the basket. I was getting ready to say the most important number on the screen currently, or was before, it was the 0 next to Brody's name. And I'm not picking on him. I just, we're not going to win very many games when he's got zeros next to the number 2 up there. So he saw the ball go through the basket. I'm sure Coach Gern's probably not happy about that. Daw just misses. We don't get the rebound. We're not playing hard enough. That's part of it. We're not playing hard enough. Like, you look out there, and I just don't feel like we're, like that. I don't know which kid from Midwest hustled for that, but he sprinted to try to save it, stepped on the line. Oh, my gosh. We're just, you just look at our body language right now, and we look like a team that's down 6. And 6 is nothing. There's an entire second half left.
Right.
Bucket. You could just tell by the way he shot it, he was going to make it. It was soft, got it on the rim. You turn that ball over right there. We had the ball with 2.3 seconds left, and we turn it over. They get another one. So we got to go to the locker room, like I just said, and get refocused. I mean, it's only 8.
Yeah.
It's not it. But if we're not going to play any harder on defense than that, it's going to be tough to come back. So it's going to be the defensive end. It's not about shooting. It's about playing better defense. And I'll give Coach Gerndt credit. He decided to switch his defense up, and looks like, unfortunately, Artheloni's got some ice and still not putting a lot of weight on it. So they're down a starter. I don't know how much he, usually plays, but it's too bad. It's too bad. You hate to see that. You don't want to see anybody get hurt, obviously.
Right.
So we're going to cut out, and we will be back about 5 minutes, maybe about 4 minutes to go in the half. Glad you're with us tonight. We appreciate it. Got a lot of people, got 106 people watching.
Hey, guys.
It's good to have you with us this evening. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Welcome back. We are here at Illini Central High School in the Cougar Den, bringing you live IHSA semifinal regional basketball between our Illini Central Cougars and our neighbors to the north, the Midwest Central Raiders. As you can see on the screen, Midwest Central holds an 8-point lead over us, and they are playing well right now. They have shot the ball well. They are led by Josh Daw, who has 13 of those 29. His teammates, and the scoreboard just went out. Oop, there it came back, thank goodness. Makes me panic
They're
every time.
about to call the IT guy.
Every time. I can't help with that. Every time that goes off like that. So we got about 3 minutes to go in the half. I think the story of the game is David Bard with 13. Josh Daw, they both have 13, and they're leading their teams not just in points, but they're the offensive people that we have going right now for both teams. The difference is right now the Cougars don't really have anybody else. Dom's got a couple threes, but I think the game so far has come down to the fact that Midwest Central's playing harder than we are. And I've been accused during the season of being negative at different times. I'm not being negative. I'm just telling you what I see. I think they're quicker to the basketball. I think they're hustling for loose basketballs, other than that really nice play by Dom where he dove on one. It's just going to be, can we change the momentum defensively, and can we get number 2 going? Can we get Brody Folks rolling? He can go from having 2 to having 22 in no time, but he has to believe that. He has to believe that. So, and my keys to the game, at the beginning were handle their pressure, which we have. Forget about, what happened a week and a day before Christmas. Well, I said all along, that has nothing to do with what's happening tonight, and then go do what it takes to play Friday night. What do you got to do to, play Friday? And right now, Midwest Central looks like they'd like to come back to Mason City on Friday, and we've got to match that intensity and see if we can make a run. And again, like I told you when we first muted the mics, it's 8 points. Like with a 3-point shot, the fact that we have 2 just absolutely prolific 3-point shooters, Brody Folks, who's the all-time leading 3-point shooter in a season, we can get going, but the longer you wait, the harder it is.
Yeah, let's see if Midwest sticks with their triangle and 2.
I would be absolutely flabbergasted if they didn't, and they try to run something for Brody right off the bat.
Brody recovers it into Ryder. He sticks it to David in the corner. Shoots a 3, but rebound by Ryder. Kicks it back out to Brody, and he shoots.
Just off right now. Cause a turnover by staying up there. I wonder how much of that will be affected by the fact that Zane Artheloni's out. That's their point guard. That's, anytime you lose a guard, a ball handler, that's rough. So they just yelled 2. So is this back to the triangle? No, it can't be because no one's guarding Brody. Now they're 1-2-2 right now. We have headphones on, so I can't hear what they're yelling. I hear them yelling. I mean, I can tell when they yell 2. David for 3, and he's going to get hit on it. Close out by number 33. Number 33
Malachi
is
Carroll.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Malachi Carroll. I was looking. Again, the type is so small, I can't see with mine. So David, I need these, David. Need these 3. Just like to get back to even. This is the kind of game where if you stay down, if you just keep getting closer and then they score, you gotta get it tied. And you can kind of go, right now they're feeling really good with the way they're playing.
Right, just chipping away at it. Wait, why does he get 3?
It was a foul on a 3-point shot.
Oh.
That's huge.
Yeah.
So now let's see some intensity on defense. So now we're going to the other end. I'm going to have to watch defense on the computer screen. You're going to probably have to, I don't know if you can see down there or not to call
Yeah,
it.
I can.
So hopefully we've had a talk with young Dom Blair about sticking close to Daw. That's pretty, it's too easy.
Yep. Daw
Get
kicks
back to
it
him.
to
Brody
Carroll.
doing a good job defending there. Dump down. What is
Schnorr, John Schnorr got the 2 bucket.
back to full court press from Midwest. Dom tries to dribble up into it. David skips it over to Brody. That's a tough catch. You didn't see it because the camera was still moving. Brody gets in the lane and scores. I think that's
He's hit
one.
a couple of those.
Yeah, he's got to do that, I think. He's got to try to get a couple more easy baskets at the rim and then come back out and try to get a 3. But it's not going to make any difference if we don't pick it up down here. That was awful help defense last trip. Ooh.
Travel.
Coach Gerndt hangs his head at that. That's just a tough one. Guys, those are you don't like turnovers like that. You want to at least get a shot every trip. I mean, never like any turnovers, but a turnover in that situation where you don't even get a shot. Move the ball. There we go. Skip. Oh, that's a steal by Daw. Right to him. Jumps. I thought he might get a jump stop in the lane. Nice touch.
Yep.
Give the ball a chance to go in. I do remember this from the first time we played, that Lucas talked, I don't know if Lucas is watching or not, but he talked a lot about the Daw kid, if I remember right. Penetrate, dump down, nope, David, or if that goes in, Coach Gerndt would not have been happy. That was way too easy.
Daw
Kick out.
That's Brendan Carton for 3.
Yeah, and he had something to say about it after he made it. And it's a 10-point game. Let's hope that.
Oh, man. Josh Daw passes it.
He just hit one. Let's see if he's got 2 of them. He doesn't. And that was it. The one thing about it, who hit that 3? Was that Carton? Is it Carton?
Yeah.
He's going to take a seat now. Yeah, like I said, he had something to say after he made it. But when you push your team to a 10-point lead, they're, like I said just a little bit ago, they're feeling good right now. They're in a great place. We need David to get going. If they're going to just guard him man-to-man, we need to get that's a good screen by Druin. Brody's got to move a little bit more to get open.
There's a foul.
That is a hand check.
J.J. Prail.
That is a hand check. Number 50, who, if you've just tuned in again, we apologize. He does not, his name, we do not have a 50 on the roster.
Ryan Terrell, though, number 34, is also in.
I don't like how timid Ryder is being. Come on, if you're gonna make a mistake playing aggressive. Be aggressive. I'm not saying you got to go dribble in and shoot it, but right now we're just playing. That's a huge foul on them because now we're in the bonus on the next foul. This is getting. There's still a lot of time left, but we have got to play defense. We don't know who we have. It didn't look like there. There's a kick out for a 3 by Hummel. Misses. Rebound Drew. We got to run. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. That was close to a walk. Now we're going to. We cannot do this. Good hustle.
Josh Daw passes it. Prail drives.
That's a foul. That's not a bad. That one's not bad. Because I'm not sure it wasn't going to end up being a layup. Caleb Stender's getting ready to check in. Right now, everything is going in favor of the Midwest Central Raiders. Let's see what they're going to run out of bounds here. There's Hummel, right? Is Hummel 15? Misses.
Yep.
Oh, he just about knocked that in. We have got to get that.
Oh.
Oh, Morgan, this is the, as a sophomore, body language, body language, body language. Your body language screams. It tells everybody what you think, whether you think we can play or not, whether you believe in yourself or not, how you carry yourself. I mean, because if you look at us, do we look like we think we can make a run right now? There's no life. There's no energy. There's 11 minutes and 26 seconds left in the season. If you don't wake up.
Right. It's now or never, right?
I mean, it's cliche, but it's the truth. Come on, Preston. We need it. Attaboy.
Yep.
Attaboy. Coach Burks will call a timeout there. Attaboy, Preston.
Way to step up.
It's why you get put in the game. You're in there for one reason. You love to see that.
Doing your job.
As a freshman. I mean, you're in there for one reason and one reason only. But I hate to belabor it, but do you see a lot of life? Life. You got to be. I mean, they are. Like I said, that Carton kid, he hits that three, pushes it to 10. He's got something to say. They want this game. You've got to bring that energy.
Yeah.
You got to bring it, even when things aren't going your way.
I watched this one in one of your podcasts. You talked about a time you looked at a kid and said, chin up.
Yeah, you got to get, she had made a mistake, did something that, at the wrong time, and I had just I didn't bark mad, but I had said something, and I look and she just hangs her head. It's like, no, come on, let's go. I wasn't, not feel sorry for yourself. Let's go. And something else that plays into this from a question that you asked earlier. Coach Burks doesn't pick up full court. He doesn't full court press. So that's really not what we do. So you got to guard down here. You're not going to pressure him and maybe get a steal up here. So you've got to do your job down here. Straight up.
There we go.
Let's run. Come on, David. I wish he would have kept that. Sorry about moving the camera up too soon, folks.
Dom takes it.
That's
floater.
It's a good move by him, though. Ready to shoot.
Oh.
Come on, Brody. Be aggressive, Brody. Get out of the way. There you go. Good cut, Druin.
Ryder. Pass to Druin. Or that's David. Just kidding.
Square up.
David, but that's off. After the contact where Ryder gets the rebound.
We need to be aggressive going to the basket there because of the well, this is huge, Brody. Good job by Midwest pulling that out. They'd like to see the clock run a little bit. Shot fake. Is that Malachi? Is that who 33 is? Malachi Carroll. Yeah. There's Daw. Stay with him, Dom. Carroll for three. No. Rebound down to Druin.
Ryder passes it to Dom.
I think they're back to the 1-2-2 now. They're not playing. Ooh, that's going to put him on the line. He's got 2 free throws.
Let's go.
That's why I'm upset that we're not driving the ball to the basket as much, because we've been in the bonus. We're going to get 2 free throws every time they foul, even if we're not shooting it. So, you got to take advantage of that. That's an advantage that you have that's just an opportunity to get points.
Yep.
Tom gets the first. Like that, the kids ask the officials. I'm sure they're like, what did I do wrong? Asking them. The official explains it, doesn't get mad, doesn't act like they're questioning him. Just talk to him. So Back to 5. Remember, we were down 8 at the half, so we've
Right.
already gained some, but it's all down
go.
here.
Crowd trying to get him into it.
Right.
They know what you're saying.
Daw with the ball. Ryder guarding Carroll. He's got height on him. He goes up and gets it to go in. Back to the full court press.
Staying patient.
Got to go across.
slowly.
There we go. Be aggressive. Again, be aggressive. They've got fouls. Be aggressive.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Come on. 5-point game once again. 50 seconds left here in the third.
I'm sure Coach Garnt thought, wait a minute, you're calling everything on us. That was, I mean, not saying it was a foul, but back to 5 again. That's going to be a 5 count if he doesn't get rid of it. He got rid of it. Got to get a stop here. We have fouls to give, too.
There we go. David goes up, but doesn't go
That's
in.
a good foul. That's a great foul. That is a great foul by Dom. I don't know, he probably didn't necessarily realize what he was doing, but they were going to get a layup out of it. We had fouls to give. We still have another foul to give.
Ephraim checks in for Dom.
Need to stop. Really need to stop.
It's another foul. So that sends Ryan Terrell.
Ryan Terrell goes to the line with an opportunity to push this lead back up. And the middle school kids again, and it
Worked.
It kind of worked, I guess.
Kind of.
I thought that one was in. Got to get the rebound if he misses it. Got to get the rebound if he misses it. And we did.
Cougar ball. Wait, yeah? Yeah.
We got shooters out there. Let's see if we can get a 3. Get it to David.
He's
David
aggressive.
drives, throws it up, misses it. Rebound. That's a good box out by Terrell, you said?
Yeah, 34.
He throws it to the other end. I didn't move the camera because I could tell by the trajectory. So Midwest Central goes to the fourth quarter with a 5-point lead here in the Cougar Den. 8 minutes to go in the season. We're going to step away for a second, and we'll be right back. All right, we are back. And it will be Midwest Central basketball to start the fourth quarter. We are back on our end, it looks like, to the starting 5. They are, we know that Zane Artheloni's out with his injured ankle, so they're not back to their, call a charge there. Coach Gert wasn't happy with the call, but I like the fact that he turned the page. He's like, he knows their momentum right now is, they've got the momentum. Don't Don't lose that momentum by getting too upset with the officials, and don't give your players the idea that, hey, let's not, you don't have no excuses. Good screen by Preston. Now here's where Preston Clark gets involved. There's 2 fouls on them already.
The first 20 seconds.
Yeah, what's 30? It's 30.
John Schnorr comes in for
Schnorr.
Ryan Terrell. Let's see what we can do here.
Dom drives, kicks to Brody. Brody's been off all night, and that doesn't matter. Boom. That's what I'm talking about.
That's some green eggs and ham on that
matter. It does not matter that he hasn't hit. That's his first 3 of the game. That gets him to 9. And just like that, it's a 2-point game. That's why you don't quit playing. You don't hang your head. Now we got to play down here. Don't let this Daw kid hit another one. He's already hit, what, 3?
Yeah.
He's doesn't get,
thought about it.
That's a good play there.
Come on.
By them. I'm not sure the number, but he saw a freshman on him who hasn't played a lot. He took him right in the post. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, come on. There it is.
That's good hustle by Druin. Coach Burks calls a timeout. I don't know how many he's got left, but he calls that one. Yeah. Well, that's the thing is the crowd's here. You got people here. You gotta give them. They're not just gonna start yelling and screaming for no reason. You've got to give them a reason to cheer.
How much do you want it? How much?
So it's 6:42 to go. Illini Central with the basketball. 2-point game. Coach from Menden Unity's across the way. That's what you do. They're 2 hours away from home. You stay to watch and see who you're going to play. Scout them out. Coach Carruthers coached against them my middle son's senior year. He's a really good coach, so he and his assistant stuck around to watch and see how this game ends. Illini Central with 2 freshmen, 2 seniors and a junior. David comes around a screen, shoots a 3 and makes it.
Got it.
Oh my. Oh boy.
4 for him.
The bad thing about that is you don't want to get David Bard going. Dom, don't foul here. Coach Burks is telling him not to pick up any fouls. Just in terms of we got to stay in front, kick out. Drive by Malachi. That's a nice move by Malachi Carroll, wasn't it? Is he hurt?
Yeah.
He hit the floor. Again, you can't stop it because it's not their ball. Brody again for 3. Oh, man.
Oh, man. I want it so bad.
Carroll's back up and moving now. He seems to be all right.
Yep.
Ball over there. 3 from
Prail.
Who's that?
That's J.J. Prail.
Yeah, number 32. He hits a 3, and they're back up 2. Ryder Claypool comes back in. Did he get Preston? Yep. 5:48 to go. Illini Central down 2, 41-39.
Hummel hands it off to Daw. John Schnorr with the ball. He passes to Daw.
They're going to take their time. They don't want to just throw up any quick shot. Got to get a hand up. Oh, my. You've got to close out with the hand up, especially on the kid that's literally just leading them in scoring. And they go back to the full court press, which is a good idea because what that's going to do is it's going to cause us to take some time off the clock. Dom Blair kicks it out to Brody. Brody for 3. He gets it right back. We've got to play defense.
He's got 12.
We've got to play defense. I'm sorry I'm shouting in your ears. Daw says, give me another one. That's short. David gets the rebound. He's going to head the other direction. They reach in. He's going to kick out to Brody again. Brody sidesteps, but he steps out of bounds. Darn it. Stepped out of bounds.
Fans not happy about that one.
And the coach Gerndt says, give me a timeout. And the boys are setting down, so that means it's a full. And we will take it with them. Morgan Peterson, Tony Worley, Illini Central Cougar basketball here on the Illini Central Sports Network in the Allen Stout broadcast booth. Okay, we are back. 4 minutes and 51 seconds left to go here in this semifinal, second semifinal of the night. The first semifinal was won by the Menden Unity Mustangs over the Lewistown Indians. And they advanced to the regional championship game here in Mason City on Friday night. Now we just got to figure out who is going to be their opponent.
Well, we got 4 minutes and 51 seconds to figure it out.
Will it be the Lewistown, or will it be the Midwest Central Raiders, or our Illini Central Cougars?
Prail with the ball.
Oh, Ryder. I thought he was going to get called for a foul. I can't believe in a way he didn't.
Ryder.
Ryder.
All right.
So what are we going to run an out of bounds play? Coach Burke's not his usual out of bounds play. David Bard, no three there. Brody Folks with it up top. He drives. Dom, look at the basket.
Oh.
That's a tough shot.
Oh, my.
That's a tough shot. Made a poor decision. He was going to try to pass it to Drew, and it got bounced back to him, and then somehow he finishes. That's insane. Up top, Midwest.
Schmidt.
33, Carroll trying to post up. Oh, no, they Daw with it. Stay with them. Stay with them. Get out there. Don't get.
Trail has it. He gives it
Up to Carroll.
There's Daw.
Oh, no. They're just stepping back so far off of him. Schmidt, right?
Yep.
Bang. He's happy about that. Sheesh. Oh, no.
Here we go.
Down 5 after that turnover. Brody for 3, no. Rebound down to Prohl. Trail loses it. Brody Folks to the basket. He misses.
Come on, Drew.
Rebound Drew, and he
Gets
misses.
the foul, though.
And he'll go to the free throw line. Druin's first free throw is on the money. Mass substitutions for Midwest Central. Number 50, who we don't know who he is because the program's wrong. 35.
Brendan Carton.
Who hit a 3 earlier. Number 15, that is Jacob Hummel. That one rims out by Drew and Evans. The ball's in the hands of Daw with 2:45 to go. He brings it up. I can't get the camera to move. There it goes. Dom on him. They are going to take their time. They are not going to just, Daw says, shut your mouth, Mr. Worley. I'm going to go right to the rim. It's a 6-point game.
Back to the full court press.
Brody Folks throws to him. He can't handle it. And just like that, we got 2 minutes to 2:15 to go, down 6. Daw drives, kick out to Carton. He shot fakes and drives back to Daw for 3. That would have been a killer, but they get the rebound anyway. This is Schmidt, who just hit a huge three. Almost stolen by David Bard. Out to Carton. Back to Da. We need to foul. I mean, we do need to foul. We got to get some fouls because we're going to need them. Da kind of made sure the ref knew that he got hit. We'll say it that way.
Preston's in.
I'm not saying he's flopping. It was not. He did get hit. That is Hummel with the ball, guarded by Preston Clark. He drives, dishes to number 50, out to Carton. Carton's guarded by Folks. Drew and Evans, they switch. Number 50 goes inside. David Bard gets called for a foul. That will be the second team foul. We are not concerned. We have no one in foul trouble. We need to make sure we're close enough when we need to go to the bonus so that we can. If you know how well we shoot the three, we're still all right, but we got to get a stop. It'd sure be nice to get a steal. Oh, there it is! That's the turnover we needed. That's the turnover we needed. Now we got to get a good possession. Coach Gurnt gets some defense back in. Carton comes out. No offense to him, but I assume that's what he's doing. That's usually what you do in this situation. You get defenders in there. The ball's in David Bard's hands. They give it off to Brody. Still doing a little bit of half court or three-quarter court, 1-2-2. They want to be careful not fouling. They've got a couple fouls to give. Kick out to Preston Clark. He pulls for three. It's off. Rebound down to Druin. He makes it. And Illini Central has cut it to 4 with 1:18 to go. David tries to pick him. Not necessarily a big deal. That'll only be David's third. Deny here. Try to make it hard to get in. Not something we normally do, but we need to deny.
Is there a supplement in basketball?
Nope. Ooh, it's on the full court. I didn't realize. I thought it was going to be on the side because of where the foul was. Switch it. You guys switch everything anyway. Switch. Don't foul. No, I don't know if we wanted to foul right there yet. That's 4 on David. So David, or no, sorry, 3 on David. It's 4 on the team. No, it says it's 4 on David on the board. I can't tell.
It's a, oh.
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
it is
says
4.
up there.
Hopefully David knows that. Sorry with the camera trying to get it. We want to foul. We just want to trap. There's still time. Oh, that's a kick. Oh boy.
Oh, no.
We got an. That was, wow. The Midwest Central fans are not happy, and they have every right to be. That ball went right off of his foot. Yeah, Midwest Central fans are upset, and they have every right to be. That was absolutely a kick. Absolutely a kick. But here's what I would say if I was in their huddle. Hey, we're still winning. Let's take care of the basketball. Coach Burks, on the other hand, is trying to get his guys to let's trap. Let's cause a turnover. We don't need to foul right away. David can't foul. So if we need to foul, David can't be the one to do it. Coach Gurnt and his staff, I'm sure they're like, hey, turn the page. Yes, not a good call. Let's go. We're still in the lead. Let's take care of the basketball. You know, a little adversity. Let's take care of it. So whoever takes it out for Midwest can run the baseline. We'll switch over here and how I move the camera since it's a little bit harder to. Oh, there's the baseball pass. And he oh, don't grab that. Oh, at least they touched it. Oh, yeah. That was a great play by number 33. Here's the rule, Morgan. Oh. If nobody touches that ball, you take it back out where it was down here. When he touched that, it made it down there. I don't know if he knew that. If he knows that, he gets an A for the night because that's a huge play because we have the ball under our own basket. Now they can set up their defense full court. That is an unbelievable play. Get it to Brody, to Preston, back to Dom. We're only down 2. David in the lane, throws it up, misses. Rebound down, going to call it a jump ball. It's our ball. That was a tough shot by David. Ryder checks back in. He's going to get Preston.
40 seconds left here in the fourth. Oh. Clean up.
Coach Gurnt wants a timeout. They're going to talk about it. We're going to body on the floor, sweaty body on the floor. The nice thing I would assume, one thing Coach Gurnt's talking about, they only have 3 team fouls. They can foul once and make us take it out again. So does he want to do that now? Is he hanging on to it? David's got to remember, if somehow we miss it, he's got to remember he's got 4 fouls. He can't foul. Tense. It's tense here in the Cougar Den.
Stressed.
It's tense here in the Cougar Den.
Yep.
How many people we got tuning in with us now? Holy smokes.
Baby.
Up to 197. Good to have you with us.
Welcome.
An exciting finish to a game that kind of went through a little bit of a lull, especially for us Illini Central fans. Midwest Central has played a terrific basketball game. Like I told you, they've won more than they've lost since the end of January, is what I'm trying to spit out. We, on the other hand, have struggled through the end of the season and trying to pull out this victory at the end. Here we go. Screen out to David. Good defense. Oh, Dom. Oh, he missed it. He just missed it. Oh, boy. Tricked him on it. They were all worried about David. That first game, Mendon Unity couldn't buy a basket early. The ball just kept rolling out, just like that one. If, Lucas, you're watching this, you say that about that basketball all the time, that new fancy basketball. Brody Folks. Oh, boy.
Oh.
Which is fine. At Midwest, you got foul to give. You may have hated to use it there. Midwest Central fans are not happy to my right, and with some good reason. I don't know if that was a foul. But now it's 4 fouls to 4. Next foul, we go into the bonus, or someone's shooting free throws. They still have a 2-point lead. Oops. Preston Clark for 3, no. Rebound down, and that is a foul on Illini Central. We better hope that's not on David.
Oh.
Better hope they call that on Druin. And they do. So David can stay in the game, but Midwest Central is going to go to the free throw line, and they will send their leader for the evening, right? Is that?
Yeah, man, he's got 22.
Daw, yep. So Josh Daw, he will go to the free throw line with an opportunity to make this a 2-possession game. He gets one, then we got to hit a 3. But if he can get both of these, and the first one rims out. Now, I'd be telling him if I was his coach, hey, you're good, get this one. That way, then no matter what we do, goes overtime or whatever. He wants to get this one. They're still up 2 regardless, but this would sure be nice. Change the complexion. And it just rims out, and David Bard gets the rebound. David Bard's going to bring it up. He's got 2 guys on him. Gives it to Brody Folks. Coach Burks is going to call, this has got to be his last time out.
Is it 5?
Yeah. All he has left is a full. So with 11.7 seconds to go, it'll be our basketball. Now, where the official standing, as you can see, behind the cheerleaders, I assume that's where the ball's going to be taken out. Coach Burks, dad, one of the greatest coaches I've ever been around. Coach played college basketball. He knows the game. He's probably drawing up something. The one he drew up and got Dom that layup. That was a great one. Just doesn't roll in sometimes. And so.
We will see.
I don't know what to say. Let's hope we can. It's been a fun game. I really, honestly, at halftime down 8, were we down 5 to start the 4th? Wasn't looking very good for the Cougars for quite a while, but now here they sit with 11.7 to go and an opportunity to tie the game with a 2, win it with a 3. We'll go Bard, Blair, Folks, Evans, and Clark. They'll go Daw. 34 is Terrell, Pro, and
33. Carroll.
out to Don Blair. David for 3.
Got
Bang!
it,
He hit it with 6
Come on.
seconds to go. Timeout by Coach Gert. Coach Gert calls a timeout. I wish we had instant replay. One thing we can do is go back here and watch, because if you watch the broadcast, we're a little bit behind. So I'll look and see here. I'm sure Coach Gert calls that timeout right away. I don't know if they're talking to. No, they're not talking about it. You do it in high school, in the NBA college.
6 seconds, exactly.
Okay, so I
6
think,
seconds.
I'm not sure what we're doing here. I wonder if we're going to add. Nope, I was talking about who has what timeouts left.
Did you see how many?
I don't know how we have any timeouts left.
I don't know. They're talking over there. I can't read their lips.
Now we'll see what Coach Gert can call. Here's the thing, Morgan. The big thing is they're in the bonus. If we foul, they're shooting free throws with an opportunity to win the game.
Yeah.
So we cannot foul. We cannot foul. I got to get it back to the game. I was watching behind where it was. So here we go. I'm going to try to make sure I don't screw the camera up. This is the hardest part. So they get it in.
Here's Daw.
Daw with it. He spins. Is he gonna get a shot off? He does not get a shot. Well, he gets a shot off.
Come on!
But Illini Central is able to get the win. They didn't call a foul. I hear the whistle. The officials are leaving the court.
Oh.
That shot by David Bard, how he got that getting open, that shot, just heartbreak for Midwest. They played such a good game.
Yeah.
Like that was, they guarded him well all game. Brody Folks, they guarded him well the entire game also. They have nothing to, they're disappointed clearly. They have no reason. It can't be because of how they played. They played they played their hearts out. There's nothing that I can say besides that. And Illini Central, I was on them the entire time. I'm from Illini Central, about not playing with energy and not doing those type of things. And they got a couple breaks at the end, and they hung on and were able to get the victory.
Yeah, they'll play for a regional championship on Friday.
Yeah, and they'll get a play for a regional championship on their home court Friday night. So 52-51, David Bard hits a 3 with 6 seconds to go, down 2 to give them the victory. Unbelievable.
Oh my gosh.
We were out of sorts all night. Honestly, didn't look. We just were not into it for a lot of the game. And again, what did I tell you? That's why you don't quit. That's why you don't hang your head. That's why you don't get caught up in, this isn't going right, that isn't going right. You have still time left to make a play. Unbelievable.
Wow.
Just, I don't even know what else to say other than that, because it just did not look like it was going to be our night for a better part of it. Morgan, I got bad news. You've been so caught up in the game.
Oh, I haven't written.
Are you going to do that, or do you want me to do it?
Oh, no, I got it. I just got to,
Okay, well, you better hurry.
Uh-oh.
So you better hurry.
All right.
Well, actually, we have a headset for him. We could see if we have 3 headsets. We'll see if we get him up here, and we both can ask him.
Okay,
maybe.
okay.
We'll have to see when he gets up here if he when we give him his mic. So if you're still with us, we're going to cut out for a minute. We usually interview Coach Burks after the game. We'll do that when we'll get him up here. and talk about what he thinks about tonight, what he thinks about Friday, and we'll be back in just a second. Glad you've stuck with us. We'll be back in a minute. Okay, there's my makeshift graphic from back in the old Illini Central Sports Network days. Holy smokes. We got Coach Burke sitting here. Right? We got Coach Burke sitting here with us. Victorious Coach Burke sitting with Morgan and I. Morgan, it was such an exciting game, Coach, that normally she's prepping those three questions as we're leading up, but she could not prep questions. Well, because when you hit a shot with 6 seconds to go to give you the lead.
I mean, if she would have prepped them probably 4 minutes ago, probably been a little different questions.
100%.
True.
That's why you play. The goal is always to win by one, and we got it done. And, we have a really good player that steps up and makes really good shots and big plays. And I told him that that ball was going to David, and he was getting that last shot, and it was going in. I mean, there was no doubt in my mind that ball was going in the basket.
Yeah, it was funny. It was just funny kind of how things transpired. Morgan, you go. Let throw him at him, and then I'll throw mine at him.
Okay, Mr. Burks, the man, the myth, the legend. What are some things that you are particularly proud of in this game?
I'm proud that we stayed in it enough to give us a chance. We had I would say some negative attitudes. There's some guys kind of showing some frustration. Man, the fourth quarter, and it's hard. They're 16, 17, 18-year-old kids. But we stayed in there long enough to give us a chance to win. And I'm really proud of Dom and Preston, 2 freshmen. You know, Dom was unreal. We don't even come close if Dom doesn't play like that. And then Preston has 1 roll, and he hit a huge shot, and that kind of changed the momentum back. But no, it's just fun. In Midwest Central, they're going to be really good. Those kids are all going to be coming back. I thought they played, you know, the best I've seen them play, and I knew they would. They had a great game plan. And, you know, we didn't always execute like we wanted to, but we got enough and, you know, found a way. And that's the goal, playing Friday night.
Yeah, like to follow up on that before Morgan gets her next one. You're right. I mentioned multiple times our body language was terrible.
Yeah.
We really were just like, I said at the end of the third quarter, or the end of the third, I'm like, we got 11 minutes left in the season. Let's go. We got to get, you know, we got to bring some intensity, you know, change that because you know, season's going to be over if we don't. And then like what you know, the last thing you were saying is your younger guys made some plays that you needed to play. And I thought the one thing about Dom is you set that play up for him to tie it, you know, really good play, and he gets it and misses it, but then it doesn't affect the way he plays from then on, you know, for that last 45 seconds or whatever, you know.
Yeah, I drew up that play and knew exactly how they were going to guard it and got him, and I was like, you got it. That's just kind of how our night's been. And then
Lucas was, if he was watching this, he says that ball it just grabs the rim different.
It was crazy.
Because it happened in the Men in Unity game too. When that game started, they had a bunch of them roll around.
Sure.
Okay, Morgan, question 2.
Okay. So you mentioned about the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
So speaking of that, we saw the defense kind of pick up there. So what did you tell them? How did you coach that?
Just a lot of challenging them and begging, and I mean, we couldn't stay in front of guys, and it wasn't really staying in front of them and giving up layups. It was just we couldn't stay in front, and then they'd kick it out and hit a 3. And we didn't get any steals. Like the first time we played them, we had 17 steals, and we didn't get any. And, and that's credit to them. I mean, they were doing what they were supposed to be doing. But again, when you don't make shots, you start to pout a little bit on defense and not be as focused. And I mean, you saw once we started making shots, the intensity started ramping up. We started getting rebounds, and you know, it was just going to be a close game the whole way, and we had to find enough stops to make it happen. So.
Yeah.
Well, the triangle in 2, it just
it was good.
It throws you off in this way. It makes the people who are being guarded by the triangle become stagnant.
Yes.
It's almost like, oh man, instead of like I can still screen and I can still do other things and I can still catch it in the middle and draw a defender and kick, you know, we're basically playing 3 on 3 then.
Yeah, it's just it's awkward, it's weird.
Right.
I mean, we work on it every single day. And you saw what we did in the fourth quarter. We started doing dribble handoffs and ball screens, which is what we do.
Right.
Got them in foul trouble. But and also when it's a regional game at home, everything is just kind of moving 1,000 miles an hour, and it's hard to focus. And so you just had to win by 1. And I can't say it enough. We found a way to win by 1. That's crazy. I'll take it.
Yeah. So one last one then. Men in Unity.
Yeah.
They're pretty physical.
Yeah.
I don't mean like, you know, sometimes you say physical, people think you mean they're
fouling.
I mean, they're just, they'll guard you. They get out in passing lanes,
sure.
and they're going to, you know. So I know I'm not asking for a game plan, but what do you think? What do you, on Friday night, what do we got to do to make sure a plaque stays here?
Yeah. Well, I told the boys, first off, we're going to broadcast it blackout. We'll be wearing black uniforms, get everyone wearing black, and hopefully it gets packed in here.
Yeah.
You know, I've played in regional championships, coached regional championships with Coach T. We've been in some sectional games, state games, and we kind of told really nothing matters Friday. It's just going to be, you know, one game. It's just kind of throw it all out there and get after it and see.
Yeah.
You know, obviously last year we were in the same situation. We didn't really have a chance. I'm sorry, Trenton, Lucas, all you guys that thought you did. We have a chance. I mean, we're going to have to shoot well, but we're capable of doing that.
Right.
We're going to have to box out and get rebounds, which we're capable of doing that. And, I don't know, we're on our home court. And, you know, David Bard doesn't like to lose. And if we can keep it close enough, I'm thinking he might be able to make enough plays to get us over the edge.
He definitely did. It's funny, the broadcast is like a little bit behind, so even though I don't have a replay, you could go back and He does what he does.
He's crazy.
He does what he does.
He's a warrior. He's a winner.
Yep. Well, Coach, great win.
Thank you.
Goes without saying. A buddy of mine who coached football, he always said you wanted to practice when you had to turn the lights on, because in football, the later it goes, it gets dark.
For sure.
Well, another practice.
Another
you know,
practice.
sometimes this time of year you're like practice drags and it's the dog days and it's whatever. Now this time of year you want to do whatever it takes to get to practice one more time. So tomorrow night you'll get a practice and try to get ready for Men in Unity.
It'll be fun. So we played them last year. It was a great game. Looking forward to it, and hope this place is packed. Hope it's loud, and we'll see what we can do.
Yep, we agree. You don't want to sit home and listen to me.
No,
so you can get here and get a seat. Let's pack that whole other side of the gym.
Yeah, you can come. You can watch it back later. But
yep,
get
that's
here.
right. Yep. So, Coach, thank you. Congratulations
Thank you
again on the win, and we will see you back in the Cougar Den on Friday night. So that's it, Morgan.
Woo.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
5 minutes till 9, and we are going to sign off. Thanks to everybody that listened. Got a couple likes on there. Appreciate it. We are signing off from the Illini Central Sports Network, and we do it the way we always do it, Morgan, which is life is good. We'll see you Friday, regional championship. Take care.